So we've got PHP Storm here. Is that viewable or too dark? There you go.
Yeah, that's better.
I'm going to pop you up there because I just find it easier to have people, oops, up the top. And I'm going to say okay to recording. There you go. All right. So I can't look over there for you. So as you know, I've installed the Mac version of PHP Storm. Nathan guided me. There were two options. Okay. So this is the trial version of PHP Storm. I'm on a Mac and I've installed the Intel version because that matched the spec on my MacBook iMac Pro. So there was an Apple option and an Intel option under the Mac settings. So that was what I have installed.
No.
Installation super easy, just the usual Mac drag and drop into the folder to install, and it launched itself and asked for my email, and that was it. And then this is where we're up to. Don't know how to get rid of that one. I don't know. I don't know how to get rid of that one, Terry. Sorry. So
Okay.
um
So starting here on your projects,
yeah,
say there before.
yeah.
Hang on,
So
my call's come back. I'm just going to stop recording again.
rename the directory because I'm so anal, I would like that corrected.
Yeah.
Uh,
So with the projects,
yeah,
I consider them outside, or you've got to get them outside of PHP Storm's libraries.
yeah.
Um,
Which is what I would typically do in Dreamweaver. They're back in my
yeah.
client
So
folders. Yeah.
so before you showed up a thing where you've got all your stuff to do with a client. So if your projects are basically by like client or per client,
They are.
then you're probably better off creating a PHP a Storm project file with each of those clients.
Okay. Within
So
that.
in my case, I tend not to work so much by client, but by extension.
Mm.
So I just have them all my project files are just in one folder that gets backed up and is outside.
Because I do so many aspects. Sometimes I'm doing print, sometimes I'm doing web, sometimes I'm doing, other things. So I
Yeah.
just keep it all under that client wing.
So if you're going to create um, a project file for a particular client,
Yeah.
then you've where you are there, that's to do with the not the project. You want to
The
be one step
PHP
up a bit
project.
further.
Okay. So we
So
want to
go,
go.
on the project there, there's a little plus sign next to the project.
Yeah.
I think that one. Nope, that's the same thing again. Um,
That's right oh no, that's
yeah,
within the
no,
project.
you start off by creating a new project. That's what we're looking for.
All right. Well, why don't we create a new one and just leave
Yeah,
my one for
yeah.
now?
Shut that, kill that project, and we'll
Can I
start.
just delete it? Can I?
Yeah, and just close it.
Oh, okay. Yes, if I knew how to do any of these things in this tool, which I don't.
Not there. There's normally should be a menu pop up above all that. Maybe that thing right in the corner there, top left. It's grayed out a little bit. Yeah, can't.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to. Like, you just
And
think I'd be able to go to close window. I don't want to. No, that's
no. Okay, drop down that Britt Ambrose design and see what's under that. Okay, try open, see whether that gives us an recent. No option there to create a new one, is there?
No, not a new one, unless we try and map like I was trying to with, because that's basically the folder I want to map to.
Yeah, well, it's not so much you want to map to, you want
Right.
that's the next step down. So that's once you've created your project.
Okay. Here's project view. Is that
Yeah, try with that and see what happens. Um, because you're
um,
missing, or to me, you're missing
a level?
like
Yeah.
I get to see a like a splash screen. If I've got no projects open, I'm seeing a splash
Well,
screen.
that's what I would have expected, like a home screen,
Yeah,
a dashboard. But I'm not.
maybe just shut it down fully.
Okay.
And yeah, just start it up again and see what comes up first.
I'll just yeah. So now it's done. So I'll open it now. This is the arrival screen. That's it.
Yeah, you got to share it again. It's still not seeing it.
It's exactly the same as it was. So that's the tragedy of it. But anyway, let's just go. So it's back to this one.
Yeah, that's structure. No, no, it's up there in that projects bit. So go
In
to the little image of the folder next to yeah there. Click on the folder. Yeah, click on the folder.
yeah.
Now across from that project. Um,
Or I can just go file new project, which is the menu is probably outside your viewing screen, is it?
yeah, well,
There's a menu
where you're,
above that's hovering and hiding itself when I'm not.
yeah, above where you can see where we're seeing project on your screen.
Mm.
I've got a little hamburger menu, and I can drop down, and I get the like.
Oh, well, I'm not, it's no, because the menu for PHP is actually sitting outside the green window that you were recording on, which is bizarre. Um,
So you've got another line above Britt Amber.
yeah, so there must be
Uh,
a
so
view. Maybe there's a view like tools and appearance, um,
yeah, file, edit, view, navigate.
presentation mode
Yeah, under file, there
under
should be new
file.
project first
Can
option.
you see a drop down menu when I'm doing this? Because there's a drop down grey menu that I've got. So you're not seeing it because it's outside of the app screen, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
So
that's
maybe let's switch back to your just share the full screen of your.
yeah, because I think that's actually what the problem is because it's not there's a menu that is outside of that application, which I'm hovering over and you're not seeing
Mm,
it. So it's bizarre. But anyway, and then we get the one problem again. Right. So let's share it and
mm.
at least it'll make some sense now,
It's
though.
it's kind of odd because on my one I get the menu
Mm.
where you've got your
Can
little
you see this now? Is that being shared with you?
yeah.
Yeah. And so
So,
now I've got the menu. See, now I've got,
yeah. Well, see,
I was seeing it, but when I did copy just the app, that menu was sitting up there and they were only videoing this dark
yeah.
screen.
See, whereas when I look at mine, that menu is on the same line as where you've got like current file and
Yeah. So I wonder how maybe that's a Mac thing.
yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so
Oh, anyway,
get to file, yeah, new project.
can I delete that project that we've done, by the way?
If you haven't got anything in it, yeah,
No, can I?
see that's not the project you're.
Right. So can this project up here, can I?
No, there'll be. Um,
Because, it'd be good to get rid of it and then just
let's
recreate it.
just start a new one and then we'll come back and
Okay.
get rid of that
All
one.
right.
So, new project. So your location, this is what we're trying to get to before. So your
Yeah.
location there, you want to browse to where your client files are.
Oh, actually, and shall I do me or shall I do another client? I'll just do another
Well,
client, but
you
I'm
can
not.
start with that, I don't know, pick Acme client or whatever if you want to, or if you've got a structure. If you've got the client you want to start working with, we'll start with the real one.
Okay, I'll start with one that I know is
Yeah.
is is in probably I'll have to work on soon. So this is Q frame, and he's already got the website U theme 25 folder.
Yeah, so that's your theme. So it probably at that same level.
Yeah,
Um,
folder in here.
you can either put it as just a file in that because it's only going to be one file. It's just an XML file. So you can either leave it in there or you can
And
put
put it in
it.
here. Put
Uh,
it this way, this is the folder that has my child theme in it.
yeah, so
Well, it almost does. My child theme's here.
yeah, so that's all to do specifically with the
Joomla.
with
Yeah.
with the U theme and with the Joomla itself.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you're saying put a folder here at this
yeah,
level?
if you wanted to just put a folder called a Storm or whatever or project or
I'll just do.
you'll get the idea. You can go back and change
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where you want to put it. Open that and
Add composer JSON. So it's recommending that.
now what the that last bit where you've just typed in PHP Storm,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually got to be the name of the project. So the last you're actually putting the, if you like, the yeah, the file name of the
Ah,
name of
okay.
the project.
Okay.
So
So we won't create that. We'll go backwards. How do we, or do I
you
just
can
edit
just edit that and call it I don't know.
um, this is, I have a whole naming convention, so I really don't want to get too messy, but I'm just not understanding the logic at this point because for me,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
using it for
okay.
HTML.
Call it Fred. Just type in the word Fred,
Yeah.
and then we'll yeah, and then create it. Yeah, save this window, and that'll get rid of that other Britt Ambrosey one.
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now if you've um yeah, so you can see there you've got a um
External
project
libraries.
called Fred in documents, clients, view frame, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So everything about this project is now going to be stored in there. So that's like a profile for this project. And uh, the first thing you probably want to do then is you want to the file, yeah. So you go over into settings. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add those files that are in that U theme directory, for example.
Yeah.
So if you
Oh, what's that?
scroll down here, you've got oops,
Sorry,
settings.
that seemed wrong. And then I was
Yeah,
like, oh, maybe
you're going to
it's
be in and out of here quite a lot, but
okay.
setting up so directories, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And what you do there is you say add content route. So push the little add content button just above where you are. Yep. And you make your way into that U theme folder. So
Yeah. Into that one. I mean, I usually have it. Yeah, from a compiling perspective, it's here, but I often go back up to template level.
okay. So you've got two ways you can do this, or
Mm,
different ways you can do it. So you can either just select the website U themes 2025
that
folder,
one. Yeah.
and that can be your top level, or you can go, I just want to work with templates. And
Yeah.
so you can select templates as your upper level. So if let's say we'll start with templates. I think that'll work best.
Yeah. Okay.
So just open that one.
Yeah.
Now you'll see there that it's got, yeah, that box there. If you go up to sources, just grayed out there above. Yep. click on that. Oh, sorry, no, you have to pick the first line that you're looking at there. User, yeah, that one. Now click sources, and you'll see it's added over on the right there.
Yeah.
You've added sources folder. So just say OK there and go up to Fred up in the top corner there, expand that, and now you'll see that you've got templates. So
Yep.
the first line is your project folder. So it's sort of like a,
Yep. The
a
place we want to keep
thing.
it.
So
Yeah.
once you've set up Fred, you don't normally change it. So now you've got your templates. So these are going to be the different folders that you're going to work with.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to, you could have selected the next level down so that you're working with the U
Just
theme Q.
Q frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So depending, like I break my extensions down to the admin, the site, and the media folders rather than just having one folder and having to navigate backwards and forwards. I'm either
Yeah.
working the
Yeah.
admin or thing. So you'll
What
find,
I can do, what I do sometimes do though, is I might bring down some template files or even some media or component files, and I might want to access them and copy them over. And so sometimes I'm messing around, copying, doing my overriding stuff. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet because I don't quite know how all this falls into place. Under Dreamweaver, I actually make it only this U theme Q frame because otherwise that compiling is looking up all different levels that I don't want it to look at.
yeah, it's you've different projects you
I'd
might.
be happy if it was U theme like there, as long as I can navigate upwards if I need to.
In terms of
Like
above
if I was
using,
working at this level, but if I needed to go into the U theme core, I could have a look at something back there if I need to.
as in above the.
Sometimes I compare U theme core and things in here, like
Okay, so to do that, um, so this is the files are installed with UTheme as part of the Joomla
yeah,
when it's
yeah,
installed in
yeah,
Joomla.
yeah. Everything's directly off the Joomla site. Yeah,
Right. Okay. So for what would yeah. So as far as just editing, I'll come
yeah.
back to that in a minute. So as far as just editing,
Hmm.
that's the simple thing. You say, okay, I've got my templates. Just work.
Yeah,
Those other files that you've got for that client. Now, I don't know whether any of them are like with their Word documents or text documents. Would you be needing? You wouldn't necessarily be needing to work with any of those files
no,
through this, so that's
no.
fine.
Yeah,
So basically, if you think about what you do with Dreamweaver now,
yeah, yeah.
as long as
Same
those files
structure.
are in here, you're right.
Mm,
Okay, so we'll go back into settings, and I'll show
yeah,
you the other things that you
yeah.
set up. So the very first option there, PHP.
Hmm.
Um,
5.6.
yeah, so Joomla doesn't run on 5.6 or
No.
modern stuff. So whatever you've got there, what's it got up to? 7 point. I tend to play around at about 8.2, 8.3 these days.
Yeah.
Depends on what you think. If you're still working with Joomla 3, like for a client,
On a couple of clients, 7.4.
then you
Yeah.
might be back there. But
Those, yeah, there are a couple because there's a few.
if you look, I tend to try and at this level, I'll be at 81, 8.1, 8.2, 8.3 maybe,
Yeah.
because you want to see
Well,
these.
is it per project? So if I know it's an older site, I can set it
Yeah,
back to where it
yeah,
needs to be. So these ones are U theme. They're on, at least probably 8.2 or 3, as you
yeah,
say.
yeah. So if you have it at 8.2, for example, if there's anything that you're working on that where there's depreciated code that doesn't work at 8.2, you'll get warned about it. So it
Yeah.
means you can make the change now, and
Yeah.
in a couple of months' time or a year's time or whatever, when the
Yeah.
actual website migrates to 8.2,
Mm,
you don't have to suddenly go in there and fix problems. So that's why you tend to stay at this level. You want to
yeah.
be at that. sort of,
as high as you can. I mean, I could go to the server and check what they all are, so I
yeah,
could do a match.
yeah.
Yeah,
8.2, if you're going to jump like from 7, you're going to land on 8.2 or 8.3 at least,
that's
probably
right.
most hosting companies. So,
Yeah.
um, now the next box down there, the
We just say
CLI,
okay to that or
I
no?
leave that there. We're going to do some other things here. So the CLI interpreter,
Yep.
that line, you want to click the drop down on that, and it's got nothing. Um, yeah, see what's in there.
Nothing, but
Right.
I can add
Okay. So
something,
no, that's fine. Just cancel out of that. If you had a local host environment,
which I don't. Yeah.
if you don't, that would generally have a PHP version running with it. And that's where you would put in there. So that would correspond to whatever thing. And that's if you're using line commands, stuff that you're probably not going to be using. So
Not so
I will
much.
leave that out. Um,
Yeah.
now, the include path,
hmm
do you have a copy of Joomla installed? It doesn't have to be working localhost or anything, but installed.
No, I don't, but I could, I mean, I could set one up
Yeah.
that's
So,
similar.
so if you've got a client, the easiest way to do it is you go and get a client that you're working on. And okay, because you don't have a local host, you can't install Joomla and then start adding UTheme and a key,
No,
all these other things to it. So if you have a an existing client, you just go and get their website, back it up with Akiba, and then you restore the Akiba or unzip the files. I can't remember what
mm,
they're a file, an executable that they provide that you can actually just unzip their format.
yeah.
I'll bring it up while we're talking. But anyway, so you just
I
basically,
use Patrick's PHP installer, so I actually use one of his bases now just because it's easier.
sorry, say that again.
I use one of Patrick's base install packages as my starting point with all websites.
Okay, so is that
Yeah.
something you've got in like a zip you can unzip?
Yeah, except he does it JPA
Okay, so that's
and I
okay.
have to run an installer pro
Okay.
script. Yeah.
So, and that's the, yeah, okay. I'll go
I
on.
can change that, but that's just what I've been doing
Yeah,
for.
I know. It basically, it's the installer that you run on for Akiba when you're on a hosting account.
hmm hmm
That's basically uncompressing that JPA file and
Yeah.
loading it. Um, but if you're trying to do it on, well, this works on a PC, but just got to find the file. It's yeah, it's just a little routine that is written that you can unpack it onto your desktop, essentially.
Okay.
Um, but without, so it just unpacks it without actually installing it. Once you've unpacked it, you then install it. And just, I'm just not seeing the name of the file here quickly. And I don't know whether it's a Mac, got a Mac one.
Yeah.
Um, something funny like Angie or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, from a
Oh no,
key.
here we go.
Yeah.
It's a Kiba extract wizard.
Mm.
So I'll go and have a look. Okay, so it's been discontinued.
Okay.
And I'm not sure that it actually works with um
It sounds like that's a whole layer that I'm not.
yeah, it's just
I don't know if
basically
I need it or I don't need it,
um,
but it sounds like I don't want it to be a stopping block for me to move
no, no,
forward.
it's Okay, so the way you can do it, it doesn't look like it was written for Mac anyway. So
Yeah,
on one of your hosting sites, let's say this
yeah,
client that you're working on,
yeah,
you just go into it and do just the files, not the database. You don't care about that.
yeah.
Just do a compress of all the files that Joomla's installed with,
Mm,
and that'll create a zip file. You download the zip file from your hosting account, and then um, drop it onto your Mac somewhere
yeah,
in
yeah,
a folder,
yeah.
and
And
then
then,
extract it so that you
yeah.
get basically all the files. You don't need a running Joomla. You just need
Okay, just the
the
files.
files, and then you would go into this page that
Okay,
you're on here now
yeah.
and do the include path and point it to that copy of all the Joomla files.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Right, and that way, that's where you can then see that what you asked about before with the Joomla, the
And
username core
comparing.
files,
Yeah.
and it also means that if you're looking at some of these files, like your overrides and
Yes.
not so much templates but code files,
Yeah.
it's then if there's any reference to Joomla core, instead of come up with an underline saying, I don't know what this is, it will actually pick it out of the include path and go, that relates to here. And that way you can then click on that and traverse straight into the Joomla core. And the same might work with your
Yeah, I vaguely
username core
recall you
file.
showing us that night that we had a look at it. So,
Yeah. So
yeah.
you basically, yeah, so the simple thing, zip up a set of Joomla core files from somewhere.
Yeah.
If you didn't want the U theme, you could just download the zip
Just
file.
wondering if I've got
Yeah.
that's the base one. Actually, that's this install CJPE,
Yeah.
JPA.
What's the one under it?
So those two files, that's the installation. So that skeleton installer will install that JPA. But I don't know if it'll do it with no database or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't open, it's not like a zip where I can just uncompress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, what is that one? No, that's
I
Nathan's one.
tell you what, if you just go to the joomla.org, go to
Yeah.
the joomla.org site, you can replace it with a host one. But yeah, go to joomla.org and we just want to download a copy of, I don't know, Joomla 5 or whatever you're normally working with.
Well, yeah, probably five because 5 point actually five. Just but most of these new ones are all on it. So
Yeah, so 531 there, you just want
yeah,
the zip version of it so that you can
yeah.
zip it.
And
Now here you
I'll
want
just
to unzip
I'll,
it, but you want to put it into
I'll
a.
just want to put it where somewhere. Yeah.
Now you probably want to share this across a few clients because you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll probably pop it at this level, and go,
Yeah, just call that, put 5 in there as well because you might want to install a.
yeah.
So yeah, that'll do.
I'll just put J5 so I'll know what I'm looking at. And then
Yeah, now just unzip that.
right, that'll be doing its thing
Yeah, you find your way to there. Yeah. Um,
like that.
okay. Yep, that'll do. So you've got all the Joomla files in there basically.
Mm-hmm.
You probably I'll just check my one. I'm not sure you want to do that structure.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
what do we want to, what happens? Oops, what have I done now? Oh boy. Settings. Hang on. Sorry. Here we go. So,
I don't know. That will, just where you were, just click on that. Oh, because you've got it. Yeah, you've unzipped it into a folder, one down.
oh, do you want me just to move? I can move it
Yeah,
up.
just put that
You.
up one level, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, just what am I doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to. Oh, I see. I'll just move it all.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll just get rid of that. Okay.
So now go. Yeah, so you select that and then open. So it just makes it a little bit shorter and
Yeah,
um
and then
okay, so you've got that. You just leave that sort of stuff because you're not running a local host. Like
no.
you're not actually running
Composer,
it.
composer. Now that's the tool. Is it the composer same as compiler? No.
No,
Oh,
Composer.
a different.
When you're including external packages from other places or other
Okay.
software projects,
That's
so
way beyond my.
definitely not what you need. So this just gives you a no, your PHP language has changed up the top there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We'll get
Sorry.
back up to 80. Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Just hit apply so we don't
I.
lose these
Yeah.
changes. Yep. Skip for the moment. Okay, so that just sets you up with a PHP. So
Parameter to measure to and work towards. Yep. That's cool.
yeah, and because you don't have a local host of running PHP and a running Joomla website, you
Yeah.
don't need to do much more than that. Um, the
What about plugins, like things like that? Less.
so I think most of what you want to use, like the basics are there for JavaScript, CSS, CSS.
I've installed it already.
Yeah, most of those things most of the things you want will come up. They'll say bundled, which means that they're already installed.
Okay.
So,
So,
like if you like left there, for example,
oh yeah, it says bundled. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so that's already there. These other things are sort of
There
niche.
was a requirement, according to their document, a node.js needed to be installed in my terminal. And I tried to do that yesterday, but I didn't have PHP Storm installed or the.
Yeah, so Node.js is sort of like a JavaScript server. So there might be something.
It says under file watches required or something.
Yeah, so file watches. Um,
Mm.
so that's down under tools. If you go down to tools there, expand. Yeah, file watches might be a little bit down that one. Yeah, so you can just expand that. So if you click on the less one there,
Oh, yeah.
click on that, and that we'll come back to the settings on that. But if you just say OK,
Yeah.
that's turned on.
That function.
Yeah,
And because what I want to be able to see is when it's compiled, I want to know it's successful. And so that
yeah.
what
So
that
with the less, for example, I set this up recently. So double click on less again. Yeah, and the um,
track only root files, which would be fine because we've made the U theme Q frame. Actually, we haven't made that the root. It's not the root. We want just the Q theme, just that U theme Q frame folder for compiling. Hey,
yeah, just
because it says track only root files, and I'm not.
yeah. Could open a project where I'm using it so I can.
Yeah, yeah.
give you some decent
Are
advice.
you using Nathan's child theme structure?
Settings.
So it's doing the source map. We want to make it only go because I can show you what Dreamweaver looks like if that's helpful.
Okay, I'm just looking because the program list, like in your screen there,
Yeah.
it's showing. No, I've lost your screen.
Oh, have you?
No, we're back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the program list is in red.
Yes,
Um,
okay, yeah.
So there, that should be taking you to a location of where to find it. And that might be where your
In my client folder. Because I really, it's like those source files, QFrame,
no,
like
back where you said before that it wanted to so this is the actual the program that does the compiling, the location
right.
of that.
Okay. Yeah.
So that before when you said there that it wanted to install Node.js,
Mm.
it may be that we need to
Install Node.js.
install it first.
Yeah.
So we're just okay
So,
out of that for the moment.
yeah. Because I've got another screen here with the install. I've got the command I need to put into terminal. I thought I'd done the installer package, but I can try it again just to.
Okay, can you drag can
So
you
I've
drag
got
that?
this,
Yeah,
yes,
here
I've
we go.
got this
Right.
screen, Mac installer package, and that's it there. So I'll run it. I think I've already done it, but I'm going to just let it go ahead and
Yeah.
do it
Yeah.
again. And it failed last time because I didn't have PHP and what things installed. It was like,
Mm.
is that working or is that installation install? Okay, yep. Okay, so
Have installed, yeah.
do I need that path or
Yeah, that one,
that one?
yeah. I'm not sure where that
I'll
is.
just
It'll
copy
be
that.
in some
Stick
sort
it.
of settings for you.
I'll stick it somewhere where I can access it again.
Yeah.
So I'll close um, and move to bin.
Yeah.
And then terminal. So in here, how do there's like a second part and I can't see where I do it now. Um, I thought I had to do a bit of a terminal command. Maybe I don't. Oh no, that might have been the less. It was the less. No, I tried to do other things yesterday and I was like, oh, no, okay. So going back to here,
Yeah, so if you on the plugins,
should I look up Node? Oh,
um,
there you go. It's already in. There you go. Look,
yeah,
because we just did it, I guess. Hey,
yeah, so that's there. So now if you go do a search on less and see whether less comes up.
It was there before. Yep.
No, so it's active, bundled. Yeah,
Seems
just
to
the
be there,
location
doesn't
of
it?
it doesn't seem to be finding it. And this might be where that pass statement. So the pass statement is something that you put into your Mac
Mm. Ah, and so in
system.
terminal. Well, maybe it's in here that I have to put that, do I? Or
No, it's
I
in
need to,
Windows. It's a file, and so all it is, that thing that you directory that you cut and pasted before, it
yeah.
goes in with a whole lot of other directories, so that when you're, say, searching for something, like if you're on that terminal and you type in a command, it'll look through all these directories for the yeah, I just don't know what the Mac equivalent is for adding a path statement.
Hmm.
It's sort of like it's a configuration file of the Mac operating system.
That might be a Nathan question because I can do what I'm doing is trying to look for it and it hasn't come up with it. So
Yeah.
um that's just
Mm.
my lack of understanding.
So in this icon down the bottom here, the grey looks like next to your,
The settings,
yeah, is that the settings?
system settings, yeah. Terminal is how I normally um,
Yeah.
utilities and terminal. So normally I'd go, applications, and then I can come down to utilities, in which case I can get to terminal, script editor, um,
Okay.
console.
I think you're getting in the right area.
That's the terminal there. So that's where I can
Yeah.
input things. Um, I don't know that script editor would help. Terminal, activity monitor, console. I'll just open that and see what's in there. Console. Oh, it's just crash reports and errors, so that's not right. Disk utility is more about, drivers and stuff, so that's not really
Yeah.
an area.
But you're sort of in the right area. We're talking,
Yeah.
um, I just,
Terminal is where I think it would be. I just don't know how we activate a call.
it's actually used by terminal.
Right.
I've just done a quick search and
Yeah. Uh,
um, it basically
funny.
says you have to add it to the /etc/paths. So,
See,
okay, here we go.
yeah, there's a,
Here, open up terminal. This is some instructions for how to do it.
oh, good. Okay. Yep.
So yeah, so in terminal, run the following command: sudo space nano nano space /etc/paths.
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Yeah, yeah.
Was
That's
there, where was the slash?
sorry. There's one before etc
Yeah.
/etc/paths PATHES.
And space between nano and
Yeah,
etc.
yeah. So
Yep. Let's do that. Yep.
uh, this is your password you normally put in. There you go.
Woohoo.
There you go. And they just say add it to probably the bottom
So
of,
that path that we copied before, this one.
yeah.
So it just says local bin. Is that just that part of it?
You need the whole user.
That whole line. Let me just show you what I'm going to put in here. Oops.
Yeah, just where's the one that you copied, the original one?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work out how I pasted in here,
You put
but
it you put it in the little note thing, yellow, white and yellow icon on the bottom, didn't you?
yeah, I've got it in my copy, but I just don't know. Oh, here. Maybe that's where it goes up here. That's it. Yeah. Is your path. So maybe
See
it's
how
already there. That's the same one.
yeah, so it's already there. So you can back out of what you can
Yeah.
remove that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoops. Okay, cool. So that's good confirmation that it's there.
yeah, and then you want to cancel out of that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. To PHP. Yep.
Um,
So now I should be able to go there and then, sorry, and then back to settings and we'll have a look at the plugins. Where was it that we said we needed to tools?
yeah, it's under Tools, File Watcher, and
And that did you say that was where we weren't seeing
yeah,
the
but
less. So now,
I'm not sure what's going to happen now. But yeah, just double click it. Yeah, that part of it's all right.
okay.
That yeah, that line there with the red in it. Um,
Insert macros, which we didn't have before.
yeah, no, that's been there. We don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
It's not really, that just takes me back out to there.
no, it's
So it shouldn't be red, is what you're saying.
yeah, it should be there. Um, I'm just wondering if it's not there because you've only just installed it. So mine just says let's see. I don't have it going to a folder or anything. Um,
So when I looked at, oh, sorry, I'm just trying to find the place where I had
yeah. So
this,
you've
this
installed.
instruction here. So it says, and see, there was an installing
Yeah. So if
that
you
one.
yeah take that, put that into your terminal. So what you installed before was a thing called Node.js, which is sort of like a
Yeah,
JavaScript server.
yeah,
This is now using that, and it's erroring
error,
all over the
and it's
place.
erroring. Yeah, this is what it did before I got to here, but last time, yeah, now I remember. Um, Command again is root administrator. So it could be a permissions
Yeah, it's a permission problem. See just below where you are. If
and
you
go
go
to
to that,
user.
okay,
Yeah.
go back into your terminal screen.
Oh, okay. I was going to go into user settings. Okay. Yep, this is the terminal
Yeah.
screen.
Now bring that command that you just issued up again.
That one.
Yeah, and before the npm,
Yep.
put in sudo space. Oh no,
Oops. No,
that's
I
the other.
put
Yeah,
it in the wrong spot. Let's just go.
yeah. Now click on it.
Ah, good. looking for funding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
SUDO is sort of like I'm a super user.
Ah,
And as an
okay.
administrator, that's why it asks you for the password.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's good to know. I did know most commands I usually do put sudo in, um, as in because that's what you copy,
Okay, so
but
added 18 packages in so many milliseconds. So
so that sounds good, doesn't it?
yeah. So now
Okay.
let's go back into Storm, see where the Storm found it.
Let's just cancel out of that for it. Shall we refresh anything or
Okay, off that.
yeah,
And then
go back in?
yeah. Yeah.
Ah, look,
That's it.
it's awesome. All right.
Right. So that's that. Now you're with now it
So
should
when we're doing compiling with less, normally we only compile from that child theme level, otherwise you
yeah.
end up.
So what you've got to do is in the settings
Yeah.
for the
The
file
pro.
watcher,
Yeah.
yeah, so, yeah. Now it's basically now this is a bit tricky, but it took me a while to figure it out. But and I don't have it.
And the output filters as well. And then but is this working directory? Maybe I need to map really specifically to that child thing.
Okay, so one is the first line there.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at what you've got. Okay. So the first one is telling, or one line tells, I think it's the first one, the argument tells let's see the compiler where to do things, where to find things. And then the other one, which is
Output
output
path.
path to refresh, which is the next line down, is where you tell PHP Storm to monitor that this file has changed. If
Hmm.
it's changed, then go back. So depending on what your structure is, so
Well,
just looking at
yeah. In Dreamweaver, as I said, I learned because what happens is if you don't say that the root level is the theme Q frame, like this one here, it places the output files above it or in the wrong location.
yeah,
So that's what Dreamweaver does. So
no, so with your less code here, if you're doing something in
one of these
Q frame,
components,
yeah, so this first one here, Q frame custom less. All right. So if
this one,
you
yeah,
modify, yeah, so open that up.
yeah.
Yeah, so if you
Same, I said,
modify,
now I'd like you to have a look at, you know, because I'll unblank what I'm using.
yeah. But anyway, so if you change any of these files, you've got to get the compiler to write it back into the CSS folder, which is one
Yeah.
from where you are. So
Hmm. And the CSS,
yeah, that go up into the CSS, expand that one, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And
And
I
you right,
should have, there's the
that one there,
keyframe.
custom
And can we
CSS.
have a date modified? How do I get my views of date modified and
Yeah.
um,
So that's your map file, right? So yeah, just leave that open for the moment where you had the map thingy. Go
can
back
I?
into settings and into that file watcher again.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that arguments line there
Hmm.
is the first one is the file name that you're picking up, so that's all right. So the dollar sign each side of file name.
Yeah.
And then you've got file name without extension. Just prior to that, you want to put dot dot forward slash, no, the one above.
Oh, okay. Yep.
No, back next one where it says file name without extension. No, same line.
Mm-hmm.
On
Yep, yep, yep,
the
yep.
argument
So in
line,
here,
yeah, at that front there. So dot dot slash forward slash CSS slash and then file name, whatever. Yeah. And that goes through file name without extension dot CSS dash source map. Right. Okay, so now you go down to the second line, output path to refresh. Right.
yeah,
And starting at the front of that line is dot dot forward slash CSS forward slash and then that file name. Yeah. And then that ends with a dot CSS and then a colon.
should do. Yeah,
Yeah, in the middle there, right in the middle, you can see it. Yeah, there. So
there. Yep.
after the colon, yep, where you put that cursor, you then do dot dot forward slash CSS forward slash again. Yep. And that should have dot CSS dot map on the end of that
It
line.
does. Yeah, it does. We've already scanned along
Okay.
there.
So
Yeah.
now if you OK on that one and OK,
Now in Dreamweaver, I cloak things so that only the custom CSS is actually creating an output map. Is that correct?
no, so just
Yeah.
click on OK on that.
Yeah.
Now, in your left files over here on the thingo, so you've got the QFrame custom less
Yeah. And
and there
components, I normally all those ones I usually hide as in
well, they're just imported or something, are they?
yeah, you don't want outputs for any of those if they get updated. So the only one that it's generating an update for should be just
So
the custom.
what it's going to do is if you kind of modify any of them,
Mm.
um,
It should be using that custom. It's just trying to
but
work out how it's actually doing that.
okay, see where you've got your list files there at footer and home and header and what,
Yep. Yep.
because there's no CSS file equivalent to that, is there?
No.
So they're not gonna happen.
Okay. In Dreamweaver they do, which is the tragedy. But anyway, that's great if there's
So
not.
in theory, you should now, if you modify that um,
Custom.
QFrame customs less,
Yep. So if I said, okay, put whatever's in home in there
yeah.
now.
Now, do you see when you change that, if you look down on the bottom line of the window, just in front of
Oh, it
PHP
just did
attribute,
something there. Yeah.
so right down the bottom screen, bottom corner of your screen, yeah, that where it says PHP 8.2, yeah.
Yep.
Now go back up to your change your line and watch what happens just in front of that PHP thing.
So if I put,
Yeah, dash dash,
oh yeah,
and you saw the little blue line flick up to say that something changed.
yeah,
Very
yeah, very quick. Yeah.
yeah. So now if you go up and look in your .css, yeah, whatever that change was should have been reflected in there.
Yeah. It's not in here, which is what we wanted.
So,
So if I was to, a good example would be to go back
well,
to,
can you actually see what something you've changed?
yeah. So if I do this
So the home thing, right?
and I'm saying now edit, so I'm saying save that.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you don't have to save it. That's done. It's
it
done.
just
It's
does
off
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now if I open this file, it should have home,
Like,
home, but it should have home. Um, yeah, there it is. See, it says nothing in it because I know there's nothing in that page. So it's in there now. So if now I go back to
yeah. Now see how you're
CSS
going up and down on the left there.
and yeah,
Yeah. Have a look at the top of where you're editing. The blue line up the top.
yep,
Right there. So if you flick on the make your change.
which I've just done, and that should have taken that out of it now. It should be gone. I shouldn't be able to find that
Yeah,
um, home, that empty thing. Yeah. And I can't. There's only the one. Oh no, yeah, no, it's only the one. There you go.
yeah. So instead of you only need to refer to what's on the right when you're opening up new
Yep.
folders. If you get
Yep. But you can
across the
just
top,
because this Zoom thing is in front of that
yeah,
top
you
tab. So,
you'll find that like if you open up more than will fit across the top, they'll start to squish them a little bit,
mm,
and then a very fine line will appear
so much
above
easier.
them.
It's
Like
wonderful.
there'll be a little slide bar appear above them, so you can
Mm,
actually go left and right, or over in the little drop down. I think it's um, on my one. It's I got a little drop down carrot, but I think it's the little
yeah.
three dots you've got there.
But fundamentally, that's exactly how I'm using this. And now I would need to be able to push it up to the live. So that obviously is going to be back in here somewhere.
So what do you want to do? Push it up to
So if
your
I wanted to
site,
push it to the live state on the live site on the server,
right?
um,
Um,
that must be pretty obvious.
yeah.
Look, look.
You probably find it's the build, execution, and deployment.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't actually use this, but I'll have a quick
Mm.
look at it.
Because typically I'd update and then I'd push just the CSS, just the files, just the custom CSS goes up basically because all the other files are there, or not there. They're just the minimums. Actually, no, that was a limitation of Dreamweaver. So it would be good if the whole child theme, if all the files were there, it would actually be okay. Um, as long as Yeah, as long as if whatever I'm working with comes back to me as the most current version. I'll see there's a export import. Oh, that's file watcher. Okay. Build
You
tool.
probably don't want to
Sync
mute.
project after changes in the build script. External changes.
Yeah, that's if somebody
Mm.
not in PHP Storm.
Deployment. Deployment sounds good. Add a web server to configure. There you go. Surely. Options. This is looking like the place.
Just thinking where your web server is.
Yeah.
It's up under the PHP at the top.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
servers there.
So should I just add here? I have to look at Dreamweaver to get this. Oh no, I probably can. So where's his one? I'm not using his Q frame. Oh, I haven't got it in here. Oh, it'll be space to shine, so I can get to that. Um,
Yeah, I use this for debugging, like a local host
I
environment.
have FileZilla. I could use it, but it makes sense that this could do the whole thing.
Yeah, it's quite
Um,
likely that it does. Just have to
so I reckon I've got my cPanel. So
mm,
KPH hosting, and
yeah,
then
not sure this
not
is
that one. That's debugger. I don't know if that's it. No.
yeah, it's
Uh,
normally the part of like when you're code writing. Um,
I think it's going to be down in the
yeah, might have to do a bit of searching on that one to find out.
yeah, yeah.
The other thing you don't want is that, like a file watcher, as soon as you make a change, it sends it off to the live site. You want to have control.
Yeah, when it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Because that's it. When I compile in Dreamweaver, it just updates the files. I see that it's updated and then I push them up when I'm ready. Um,
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's a couple of other options there. Could be. Um, I think rsync's another file. I might just have to do some searching on that one, find out.
yeah, Stuart may know if we don't, but if it's curious to us all, because obviously this is how I do it, I suspect Nathan probably, if he did make his change to this, he pushes up from the one that starts with N that he uses at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be an equivalent function. It'd just be a case of doing some research, finding out which for what you want to do, which is the right tool to do it under here.
Mm.
Um, and there might be a plugin for
Oh, that we haven't activated.
like an
Yeah,
FTP client or something that you can put in.
yeah.
Um, but anyway, so as far as your editing, that's
At least the compiler, so it's working, and I
yeah,
mean,
so less is getting
what I
file.
was going to ask you was, can I put in Dreamweaver, I can say, oh, so modified, like a modified. I want to see what date it was modified because that's how I'm usually scan things. Um, so in this view here, um, is there a way to set up so I don't just see the file names, but I can see when they were modified?
Um,
View, here we go. Appearance, sort by
Appearance, file details. There where you were under appearance.
appearance. Here you
See the
go.
file details. Click on that one.
Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. That just gives me a little bit more visual confirmation.
Yeah, that.
So, I can see that they're updated, definitely. And if I had one that was at 12:03 and it matched my time zone, I'd be happy. Yeah. So that's good to know.
Okay.
I don't mind the dark interface now that I'm using it because I can see the contrast with the color. So,
Yeah, yeah. You'll find when you're looking at it a lot, particularly when you're reading it a lot, the white just too hard on the eyes after a while.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
As far as like I can understand your CSS and your less is now working. So
Mm.
if you want to close that up,
Yeah, that project.
no, leave the pro just the I don't know condense, compress or whatever the folder structure on the left there.
Oh, yeah,
So too far. Open up Fred again.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so I'm just looking something the other folder, like you got the template folder there, for example.
Yes. I
The,
don't really need it, do I?
the one under the theme, the child theme,
Oh, yes.
yeah, that one.
That one was when we had a little override. We created a
Right.
little
So if
override.
you open up that now, open up that file. Yeah, what's it got in it?
We made it so that the toolbar um, scrolls with the main nav bar. So when you have a sticky header, it places the toolbar inside that scrolling sticky header, whereas UTheme Native doesn't do that.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, okay. Now, if you look there, you see up towards the top options, config, dollar config
Yeah,
has got red
yeah.
line under it. You put
And
the
so,
cursor put the cursor over the dollar config.
yep.
No, no, down the one that's got the red line,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
undefined variable. So there,
Mm. Because I don't have U theme installed in that core Joomla, do I?
yeah. So
That's why
it would
it's
probably be
saying,
looking for whatever calls this
yeah.
and
So
going.
that's why it would be better to just get a version of Patrick's base in a uncompressed, just the
Well,
files.
what we did with the Joomla, um, yeah, it'd be a bit tricky, but you could actually unzip, just get the install file for Utheme and unzip it in the same place and see if it won't install it properly, but it might put the files where you want them.
Okay, let's give that a go. So I'll go from my documents and I'll get back into my, oh, actually, I've probably got one in my recent downloads. You think,
Yeah, it could get a bit tricky, but yeah, if you've got an install file for it.
let's just do type zip, zip, zip. It'll be in here because I've done a million little U theme.
Yeah, I saw the com stuff go past before. I
There's a U theme zip and U theme 4 point. That's probably enough, isn't it?
just unzip that somewhere, and we'll just see what structure it folds it out into. Because the Joomla installer smart enough to move it to where it needs to be.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to put it into there in case it buggers up.
Okay. Okay. I have to do some tidying up afterwards, Terry. This has been messing with my OCD.
Okay, so
Hasn't really, has it?
that's only mods and plugins. Uh,
Just plugins. What was it looking for? It was saying,
Yeah, no, that. Well, maybe. Yeah, I've never really looked at it to see whether it's more than a mod. Maybe the component there is no component.
yeah,
So
uh,
where you were there. So if you get that, um,
all of that.
yeah,
But then I'd have to put all those in the right folders, wouldn't I?
yeah, and that's easy enough. We'll talk you through that. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at. Go open up the underneath where you are at the top there.
Mm-hmm.
The packages folders highlighted. Uh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that next file down, the XML file. Open that up.
Now open it with Storm.
Yeah, no, I can see it. Yeah, I just want to see
Oh,
read
okay.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
File.
Plugin templates, packages. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, okay, it's just dropping files in there and there. Plugins located. Yeah. Um, then you got a template, right? So go back up to packages. Um, so the template one, select that folder, the bottom one, yeah. Copy that and go into your Joomla Core 5 one.
Yeah. So I'll just move this so I can
Yeah.
get to,
Go down to the template folder
yeah.
and just yeah,
It doesn't look
that's
quite right, does it?
yeah, hang
Should
on.
be unpackaging it, and it's not.
Yeah, it's going to be called probably U theme.
Mm. So would you just write,
Yeah, just rename it to U theme. I think that's what it's called. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
See, I think it would be easier to copy a clean one with a U theme install, but
yeah. You just need the zip file. So if you got Patrick's sort of basic
yeah, I'll
installer,
locate that, yeah, and overwrite that one with the basic
so
installer.
if you install it on your host somewhere, zip it up, bring it back here, expand it, drop it into that folder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then that might solve some of those.
Yeah, so those are anywhere I'm seeing in sort of like in context, anywhere I'm seeing a red line is telling me there's a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so you can
And there's no other problems. That's the only one.
so over well no, there's 35 of them. So,
Oh, okay.
see
Oh,
over in the top right,
oh yes. Okay,
you
yeah.
click on that, and it tells you what all your different problems are. So
Uh,
$config, $view, um,
I think if I put in a proper installation and bring those files down, it would. These are all
it's going to be missing a lot of that JDoc and all that because that's all going to be coming out of the template itself. So yeah, and the other thing, like I took you up there and showed you the 35 that have got errors. See the
Mm,
red dashes down the edge there, just below that, going down the right bar there.
that one.
Yep, and then further down you see all the different dashes
Oh
coming.
yes, yeah.
Right? So all the red lines are where those 35 errors are,
Oh,
and the
okay.
yellow lines are where the however many there are, 8 warnings are.
And this is
So
all because I don't have that local installation.
most likely, they're
Yeah,
probably just referring to something, a class, JDoc, for example,
yeah, yeah,
that is defined somewhere in that template.
yeah.
But anyway, it's just to show you that the slider there on the side, that's a fast way.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fast way of finding what it's unhappy with. Yeah. Okay. So the next step would be to have a local host version of it, but I really,
No, you should be for what you're doing because you're not
it's
I mean,
not critical.
executing. Yeah, you're not executing code. You just need to be able to see it. So,
Mm,
yeah, I think just having the right library structure as an external file there, I think that's all you really need.
that should make it better. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Hopefully it reduces some of those numbers and you just go, okay.
yeah. And you'll see the 72, they're just typos, but they might be just because, yeah. So click on that one. Oh, click it again. Oh, okay. So in the window that pops up at the bottom there, so 72.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to scroll to the bottom to list the errors first, and then
Oh, yes. Yeah. And they're all U theme.
yeah. So
They're all U theme
yeah,
CSS. Yeah.
it, just like when that email that I sent out for the Joomla user group thingo, that's done in ACY mail, but it's got a doesn't really have a spell checker in it. So I just cut and paste the text, drop it into here. It tells me what the typos are. I fix them and then just paste it back again.
Yeah, good. I
Just,
use it for that sort of thing too. I use my editor Dreamweaver for the same sort of
yeah,
stuff. So don't worry. Yeah. And even that, gosh, that really complicated rotating image that Martin helped with, bringing in SVG code, like Dreamweaver just wasn't even coping. Like it was just like unworkable. Um,
yeah. There was
so this would probably be more robust and cope more easily.
Okay, so some of those other folders you got there, like we've looked at template, what's in vendor?
That's your fonts, is it? I think, yeah, it's UI kit. So when you want some of your assets like the UI kit images, the little icons and
Oh
things.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're all your SVGs. That was because we were it's I brought it over from another project. So where you have breadcrumb and you want the home icon to be the home icon, or you want a menu to have a home icon instead of the word menu.
Hmm.
Um, we couldn't map to it, but by having a vendor local assets folder, we could. So yeah, you theme specific.
So as far as your Dreamweaver, or what you do currently with Dreamweaver,
Mm.
are you seeing,
It does this does everything and way faster. I can already see how much faster it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
is there anything else that you're missing that you can't do on,
Just the getting it to the server.
right?
That's the only part. See, it's amazing. So with this, I'm not having to um, do all the cloaking and all the other rubbish that I used to have to do with, although maybe the cloaking has to happen with what you push up. But if I was pushing this whole folder up, it wouldn't matter because it's only producing the one CSS output file, which is what I needed. Because with Dreamweaver, Patrick and I couldn't get in there and share the same this child thing. We couldn't both work on the same folder because Dreamweaver was doing some funky things. So now I would be able to just push that entire folder up because I now know that the less compiler is not trying to create a separate output file for every single file that gets edited.
Yeah,
This is more pure, like it's saying I already know what custom CSS says I need to include, and that's what I've got. Whereas Dreamweaver was if you saved one of the component files. So if I'd saved one of the less component files, like unless I had it cloaked, it would create a CSS for buttons as well. Thank you, and put it in that folder.
right.
Yeah, where this isn't doing it's more intelligent. It's not doing that.
Mm.
Mm.
Only,
A lot of workarounds with Dreamweaver.
yeah. Um, yeah, I only got into that less stuff a month or so ago. Nathan did some work.
I really like it. I really like it. And, he's got a lot more folders. I've sort of brought mine down a little bit. And I probably over tag it, but I just really like easily to be able to find things in my files.
Mm.
Yeah, that's where we were using it. There's a classic example of that file.
Right. Yeah.
Mm. Um, Not that I think I've got that working this time. Um, but some of them I'm not using on this site. So on this site, I wasn't using, or maybe I was using container for background colors. So I try to keep my U theme core override. So if there's actually, I don't know why I put that there. Anyway, that's something. That might be him. If it's related to the template, I keep it in the U theme less, my U theme less. But if it was about a form like RS form, I would keep that in its own less file because it's separate. Footer, I keep in a separate containers and buttons because they all are things that are just easier to have in their separate file. Then, you're just looking at buttons,
Yeah.
or you're just looking at containers is where I mess with normally where I mess with background colors. So anything
So
that's
if you edit that one that you're in there, container.less,
yeah,
if you make a change in there somewhere,
yeah. So if I just didn't like my spacing anymore and said, look, I want to tidy that up, and if I just made that 20, for example, instead of 15, because I've already created variables,
so now that hasn't created a file anywhere for you, has it?
but it should
It's
have.
updated the main one.
Yeah, it should have updated the main one. So that's what we'd look for is containers. Uh, and there's that actually it's not included it because I bet you in this one, it's sorry, I'm just because I can't see those files. Normally I would use the top. See here, it should be using it actually. That hasn't brought it in. Hmm. So if I take it out, can I refresh that? How do I refresh this view? Oh, so it's saying it's not there. It's red already.
Yeah, red.
So it is. So why didn't it?
So
If
just
I,
show you something. Where you were, you just did the find up there in the top.
yep.
All right. So how did
It's
you bring that up? Just
Control find.
okay.
Control F
So
or Command F.
if you do Control Shift F,
Yeah.
just do that now, or about what's there. Just Control Shift F.
Oh, okay.
You can now search in everything that's in your project.
Yeah.
So all the files. So if you're looking for the word container, these are all the files. Or if you're looking in the directory, so you can go a couple of tabs across there, under container, other side, left side, there,
Oh,
project,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So here you can actually click the drop down on the file name there. Same
Mm,
line, yeah,
It's
across there, yeah, three dots just above where you are.
oh yeah.
Right, you can select any folder anywhere on your computer. It doesn't have to be in your project, and you can search for it anywhere. So that like that Joomla installation that you've got. So this is something that I would, if I was generally when I'm working, if I can't find it in my project, I might want to say, well, is it out in Joomla? So I'll select the Joomla folder. So if you navigate there to the there, see, you've got CSS highlighted. Oh, try it again, yeah. So you just got to navigate up or down until you find the folder that you want. So if you find your way to that Joomla folder that you set up, Joomla Core 5, there it is. Now just select the main one there, Joomla Core J5. Okay. So that's where the word container appears in just that directory.
Okay.
So you can use it for any folder.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
often faster than the usual internal search. Uh,
Yeah.
comes with that one. And then up in the top of that box, you'll see the file mask.
Yep.
So click on that, and then you can say only search for. See how it's highlighted there? So you might be looking for only less files or only CSS files or whatever.
Which I've got says, can I
Yeah.
do just less? I don't think I can. It's not there.
Yeah. So just type it. Just type less. If it doesn't
Oh,
pop,
okay.
so it's got to be asterisk, but anything dot less. So asterisk dot less.
Oh, yep. Oh, dot. Yeah.
So yeah. So there's only two. So you can limit it by that way. And then if you do this big C, little c, that's just below that. No, yeah, up.
Oh, yep.
You click on that, then it's case sensitive. So if you change the word containers to have a little c,
Yeah.
there you are. So that just makes the search case sensitive.
Mm.
And then if you do Shift Control R, it should replace that box. Oh, I don't know whatever the equivalent
I'm
is.
not sure. I'm just trying to find it because I'm not
Yeah,
sure either. So
I'm
I'm
not
trying
sure what you've
shift
got another key or
control,
something.
shift command, option R. No, shift control R did something, but no,
Yeah.
don't.
So you've got the same looking box, but you now got to replace line. So if you wanted to replace containers,
Right. Yes, I
yeah.
could.
So it's good if you've got
A typo somewhere or you've
yeah.
changed.
So
Yeah.
So if you set this up right, or if depending on what you've got to change, but you might decide, oh, I want to change the word Fred to Barney. You can say, okay, change all the capital F R E D to capital B A R N
Yeah.
E Y. Only
Yeah.
in particular files, or only in a particular directory, or only in your project.
So because we've called this, so I'm still trying to get my head around the project name because obviously,
Yeah,
maybe it's just website 2025 or something. Because I already have a nice U theme 2025. Because when I have got older versions, that's how I name them. Um, so yeah, I just have to.
yeah. So with that, you could just have, um, it's just an arbitrary name.
Yeah,
So I would probably say not put the year in it because you're
yeah.
like, um,
It just is good from
you-
a housekeeping when I'm looking. But yeah, but I'm only going to have the one project folder. So yeah.
well, yeah, it could be that, or you could be looking at it and say, well, okay, in 2 years' time, this I'm going to work on this client again.
Mm,
So I'll have a client name B2 for version 2 or project 2 or whatever.
mm, mm,
You could just call it project.xml or
mm.
um,
Project. Well, I actually quite often just go keyframe, keyframe 001. So that would be my project. That's my project ID
you
for
might
this
want to
one.
close that window down there. You're trying to do a replace on it.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
Just escape. Usually
Yeah.
escape will drop that window.
Yeah, yeah. So for example, I would, yeah, I could actually just call them my project numbers. That's fine because that's actually how I do them. So if I was then to do a project 2 for Drew, I would be calling it QF 002 anyway. That's my internal
Yeah,
admin. You see how I've got QFR 001 in my file names?
right.
Yeah. So that's how I keep my template versions. I name them. That's all part of my Stuart. Stuart kind of guided me on a lot of that when we started doing T3. So I've just brought it forward. I quite like that. So that's what I'll call it, is that project code. And that way I can keep it separate if there's a
Yeah.
new project.
So you'll find that you can just, yeah, it can be flexible or as unflexible as you like. So,
I like structure, Terry. So
yeah, no, no.
I might be a designer, but I like really good um, filing structures. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it just depends on what you're kind of doing. So
Mm, mm,
I have sometimes it's by client. So it's stuff I
mm.
do for Nathan. I've just got one project, and within that project is all the different components and plugins and whatever else I've written for him.
Yeah.
For other clients, they're more the whole component, like the admin, the media files, the front end.
My client folders, yeah, my top level client folders, typically it's by client name, but I've got, for example, a client who has Sydney financial planning, but also has Illawarra financial planning. So I've actually made them separate clients just because that makes it easier. In fact, I've got 3 websites with them, and
Yeah,
they each have their own folder because I might have done separate branding for them as well.
yeah,
Same with Clifton Accountants, Clifton Wealth, Clifton Books, Clifton Grants. So they all have their own client folder
yeah.
per project, really, in a way. Yeah, it is project, but it's just a nice way for me to visually know them. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
But
anyway,
this compiler is just superior to what I've been dealing with. If you knew how long I've wasted with Dreamweaver, um,
mm,
frightening. So, so if this cost me $20 a month with, PHP Storm, and we'll put it this way, if I can offload Adobe because I'm going to trial Affinity as well. Um,
okay. Up on
I'll,
your right-hand side there, you've got the settings. Top
yeah.
corner, you've got settings, the bell. The next one, go the third one down. That one.
Ah, he's not installed yet. There you go. 30.
Free 30-day. So that's the same free trial that I've got. So
So I could install it.
if you install it, we'll
Yeah.
find out whether it lets you. Basically, it won't install if you don't have an account.
Mm.
You should have when it asked for your email address, they probably would have flooded you with some emails about here.
Probably. I've only one though. I've only got one email, so they kind of flooded me too much.
Yeah,
They
well,
took my email, like when I launched it, it took me to their website and I put in my name, my email.
yeah. Well, they might have given you a log on. If they've given you a 30-day free trial,
Yeah,
they'll want you to go in and pay for it at some point.
of course. Yeah.
So if that's the case, this 30-day free AI trial might be
Mm.
here we go. The other thing about the talk about licenses and Affinity and how it works.
Yeah.
With JetBrains, you pay like I pay in January. So I've got I don't know whatever version I'm up to 2025.2. So it's the second or third release for this year.
Mm.
And if I stop paying for it, I can keep using that last version that I've paid for. So I can stop my subscription and not pay for it for 3 years. I
Okay.
but I can keep using the last version that I downloaded or installed. So if you're wanting to save money and this version here does all that you need it to do, then you could actually pay for it for 1 year, stop, or even 1 month, stop and use it, or stop the ongoing subscription and just
Yeah.
use it as it is.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
well,
it just means that you just don't get any updates. But the sort of stuff you're doing here is probably very basic.
yeah.
And like I've rarely seen anything that gets updated that I'm actually interested in.
Yeah. So past the first year, they'll make me sign up for
You'll
12
find
months.
you'll find it when you get to the end of your 30-day, they'll ask
Yeah.
if you want to. So see your button up there says now log into JetBrains account. So click on
Yeah.
that.
I don't think I've got that yet. Yeah, because I probably haven't done their whatever they needed.
Continue
Create an
with
account.
email. Just do the continue with email and see what
Oh,
happens.
okay. All right. I don't know. I can't even tell if that's the back of cars. I'm assuming it is. That's the front of a car, so that's not. That's the back.
Doesn't matter.
God, they're a bit
Actually, they're not
trickier.
really worried about what pictures you're clicking. They're actually counting how long it takes you to go and click them.
Oh, okay. All the boats. Here you go. Boat, boat, boat. Oh, goodness me. Okay, just cars in general now. Is that all? I think that is. Yeah. Right. Thank goodness I passed that human test. Okay. Where are they? Yep. Actually, I'll do one I'll remember. Hmm. I'm going to trust you that I can just accept that. Yep. All right. Right. So
So,
what?
so it's saying there that you've got no available license. So probably because you're on this free trial thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Although if you go back into PHP Storm now that you're logged in,
Yeah. Wait, oh, it's log in with a token.
Okay, try that.
Oh, right. That works. Hmm. All right.
All right, so if you start that.
There was something going on in this file, in this CSS file. See all these empty Joomla mixins. I suppose actually because then it's not bringing in all of the CSS. So
Sorry, it's not what?
see here, we've got mixins.
You can knock out, get rid of the AI thing over
Yeah,
here.
and sorry, I just
Yeah.
yeah. So with this is what's calling everything. It's saying I've got variables, I've got mixins. So my variables are not actually being
Picked up.
no, no, there's some old stuff. Oh no, actually maybe that is because maybe he doesn't have as many because I'm confused because I was thinking my site, but no, this is his site. That's all he's got is blue, dark blue, muted, sapphire, spelt incorrectly, maybe. Yeah. Because I do all my variables in here, Terry. Any custom ones I want to do, because it doesn't like sapphire. Have I spelled sapphire wrong? No? Anyway. No, that's okay. It is bringing those colors in. So brand primary, let's see, brand colors and opacity colors. Because that's what I was trying to see if it's actually brought them in.
Yeah. So all that less
Yeah, it has. That's those colors, but in CSS. That's correct.
yeah. So what's happening is the file watcher for
Mm.
is basically saying if a file changes or if a file of this name changes,
Yeah.
then run the compiler, compile it.
Oh, so maybe I need to open them all up and just tweak them ever so slightly.
Well, it's supposed to monitor them if it match if the file that it's supposed to watch, which has got like .less on it,
Mm.
um, if it if something changes in one of those files, then it automatically compiles it.
See, it's actually bringing in the typography, so it's bringing that one in.
And
So it is actually working. It's just I've
oh,
just thought it might be bringing in this variables, but it's not bringing in variables. But there's not really. Is sapphire spelled incorrectly? SAPHI. Is it not liking about that? Is it two P's? Oh, it's two. There you go. Nothing like my spelling. I'm dyslexic, Terry, so you know. Is that right? Two P's? So it was
I
suggested.
think Sapphire is 1p.
Why would it tell me to spell it that way? Is that some kind of Americanism?
No, no idea.
That makes me doubt myself. Look, replace with sapphire. Look,
Um,
that makes me quit. I have to Google it now and see if I've got it wrong. Maybe it is wrong. Oops, sapphire. Oh, it is 2P. There it is. Look.
oh, that,
So that's end-to-end management. Hang on.
no,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, that's two P's. Yeah, it is. It's correct. I assumed it would be because I'm a terrible speller.
Hmm.
Normally I'm not that bad, but anyway, no, just because I like that it's pulled it because obviously my other Dreamweaver didn't spot it.
Yeah. Just show you another couple of features of it. If you go
Mm.
like one of those folders you've been changing, the left.
See, and it's telling me I've got to change it in my variables folder because it's wrong. There's an error. So if I open this one, Sapphire, where else have I got it? Where is it not liking it? So you can't. Oh, it's in typography. Okay. I like this because it is highlighting where I've got it wrong.
Hmm.
It's good.
To see how you're going through and changing them.
Yeah. So I don't need to do any of this.
You could be no, you could be doing the
So now I could do
if-
that and then go, yep.
yep.
Yeah, you're right, Terry. But because I'm used to crappy Dreamweaver that's too hard, I've not been doing any of
You get
this.
rid of the file mask up the top there. Yeah. And go into project so you're only limiting it to what you're
Oh, to the right place. Yeah.
no over on your keep going left project in project, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, and then what? And just replace all.
So you've got those two there, and yeah, you can replace all or replace or just do them one at a time. Or what you can do is take your cursor up to where it's spelt wrong in the text, not down, 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 in the black. Yep. You can actually just overtype it there. So you don't, um, yeah, sometimes you'll find it handy. You don't want to do the replace. So if, for example, so at the moment you've got it on case sensitive with the CC up the top there.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
If you undid the case sensitive and you had a line there where it showed up and you wanted it to retain the lowercase version as opposed to the uppercase, you could just go in and type it without actually having to.
Okay.
So there's a handy thing. And if you no, you've done it
Oh,
now.
sorry, I just did it. Sorry.
No, um,
Can I
do
undo?
do the control find. Just what is it? Shift F find or whatever. Control Shift find. Yeah. So type in the right spelling for that. Yeah. And now if you select each of those lines, yeah, there. Select that. No, just one of them.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right.
See
So
how I've got an uppercase because I'd want to keep that.
yeah. So if you want it uppercase, but if you where you've got the first line selected in the blue up the top there,
Yeah.
select the next line down, and then you're in that
Ah,
file.
nice.
Select the
Yeah.
next one, you're in that file. Now, if
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
if you double click on the blue where you are there, double
Yeah.
click that takes you into the file that's now opened in the editor.
Yeah.
If you're going to work with it, then you would do that. If you just want to change one or two characters, you
Hmm.
just change it in that window in the find in the file.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Cool.
something else you can do, you should be able to right click on where you are there. Now go down, it says local history. Click on that, show history, and you'll get the two files side by side
Oh,
with the line
wow.
changes. So if something's not right, you can go and look at it. So you see over there on the left-hand side,
Yeah. The change. Yeah.
and you can go back and see what it looked like before that. And you can keep doing that all the way for however long your local file's been going.
Yeah.
And up just above where you've got it selected, you've got the black search box
Mm,
on the left.
yeah.
On the left.
Yep. Yep.
Now you've got the first little arrow going sort of around that sort of like a line feed if you want to
Hmm.
type something. But that one you're sitting on there, you can revert it. So if you find that 3 versions ago is where it last worked,
Yeah.
go down, highlight the one 3 versions ago. So if you go, we'll do it here. Select that one. Now revert it and
Yeah.
have the two files. So you've gone back to a point in time. You can then repeat whatever changes you want to repeat to make it work again, like the spelling mistake there.
Yeah.
And yeah, So that's just a handy thing, particularly if something breaks and you can't thing. Like I got caught yesterday, couldn't work out why it was breaking, so I just took everything back to the start of the day and went through them again.
So that just
Yeah. And so you can, yeah, again, you can edit it in there. You don't have to.
yeah,
Yeah.
good. And it's good that it even this is quite visual for me too, that it's doing its colors. That's good.
Oh, the actual colors, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. And then obviously there's another typo there, so I'll just do that as well. But yeah, that's also very good because it's showing me,
hmm.
from a visual tool, it's better than Dreamweaver, way better.
One,
Seriously, it's not hard to be, but you don't know what you don't know.
yeah. So
Uh,
you shut down the change window there.
yeah, and it's all good back here.
Um, I was thinking there was something else I was going to show you that I thought might be handy. Um, yeah, probably back in that file that you were looking at with the PHP in it, header PHP might have been.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
with that.
you can do things over on the left. Yeah, if you run the cursor over the line numbers, just
Yeah,
rest your mouse on it, go down a little bit.
yeah.
See the little arrow, down arrow sort of appeared in between the column, in the gutter, between the numbers and the text.
Oh, yes.
Right. So if you go down, let's say go down to line 34,
34. Yeah,
yeah, and then hit the little down arrow, right? It's now
closed. Yeah,
closed it off. If you hit on the three dots, it'll open
yeah,
it again.
yeah. Well, I have that in Dreamweaver, so I'm familiar with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just if you've got a lot of text and you don't really want that bulk in the middle, it's a good thing to get rid of.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Little
that's
red,
that's handy.
little red dots that you put there,
Yeah. What
they're
are they?
well, you can use them as
Markers of where I've
just
made.
markers. They're actually used for debugging. So if you're actually debugging this code,
Or if
like,
I wanted to make an update and then go and check live whether it's working, it would help me get back to where I just made that change as well, wouldn't
yeah,
it?
that well, because you're not actually executing any of this, you're not debugging it, so it's not something you would use,
Mhm.
but it's
Okay.
something that you could visually look at if you want to. I just want to mark this line, so when I come back, I want to scroll down to it. You
Yeah,
can look for that.
yeah,
I think it had the bookmarky type function in there.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to work out with less filing. So see, I see they use just forward slash, but with mine, I tend to use this as it's probably a bit elaborate from my CSS days. So maybe streamline that a little bit.
Yeah. So each time you start up PHP Storm, it'll give you a sort of hints and tips or tip of the day sort of thing. I don't read them as much as I used to, but I used to read the early ones and oh, that's handy. So for
Mm.
example, you got your little block up there that you can actually create a template somewhere. Can't remember where it was. Um,
So now, if I get this one project working, I can clone the projects and then just tweak with my new customer details and do
yeah, so
find,
if you,
replace, and update files with. So all these where I have this in my project headers, I'd be able to replace it with the new and do all of that in a more systematic
um,
way. If I clone a project,
if you go into settings, I think it is.
yep,
You go into settings. When it comes to your so much right down the bottom, advanced settings or backup and sync.
yeah, oh, okay, yeah,
Right. So the backup and sync, you got to have an account, but
yeah.
you can sort of synchronize it so all your things look and feel the same. Advanced settings is where you go through and tell it to.
So it would be really good if I could, because if I'm on my laptop, I could have PHP Storm on my laptop and I'll be able to, um, can you have one, like, as a user, can I have it on two computers?
I'm not sure about what the license is for that.
No. Okay.
You you've got to look at where your actual files are stored. Are they on the laptop, or are they on your desktop, or are they on a server, or
Yeah, no, no, no. Or whether I could import them, save them somewhere, and just import, local settings like I'm doing now. Um,
yeah. So the
mm,
backup and sync, I think. So in advanced settings, that's sort of where your behavior of your editor and stuff like that.
mm.
Whether you want, if you tab, whether you do four or two spaces, or
Okay.
some of that sort of stuff is set up in there. There's other stuff actually up in further up that list above, keep going up above tools. You'll see there's yep. You'll see there for under tools you got editor.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, sorry, above tools. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
editor. If you drop the little caret next to the word editor,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you'll see the same list.
Yeah. Okay,
But
cool.
you can do your code styles and that in there, and some of that can be done based on like whether it's CSS or PHP or
Okay, let me
less doesn't get a mention, but
no.
so you can sort of start to really sort of make it suit the way that you do things.
Yeah.
Um, and that's when, once you start getting into modifying this sort of stuff a lot, then yes, syncing your projects and being able to move your settings around it be handy. Whereas I
I
tend,
could put it this way. I have Google Drive, so I could push stuff up there and, and regroup if I wanted to. It's just that sometimes, Terry, like if I'm going to New Zealand or something like that, it's just handy to know, is there a ability to, have everything in the cloud if I need
are
to, which of
you working on like a desktop?
well, when I last went, I actually boxed this Mac and took it with me, which cost me a mini fortune. And so I wouldn't do that again. I this time I'd probably do what Patrick does, take the laptop and buy myself just one of those folding portable screens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it comes down to where your code is. So if it's
yeah,
stored on your
yeah.
desktop or stored on your Mac, well then you're going to
Yeah.
be wherever it
It
is.
typically it's stored on my Mac and all I want to be able to do is push up to the live sites and then pull back down accordingly. So if I was to be working with, you know, yourself, Nathan, or Patrick, for example, or Stuart, that I could say to them, I could say, yeah, yeah, all the less files, the child theme is in the live site with all the files you need and just import into PHP Storm and there'd be no dramas.
Something like that, and I haven't sort of played with it because I don't need to. Uh,
Yeah.
you can do it
Well,
probably.
put it this way, if you said to me, "Hey Britt, could you do some child theme work for me?" You'd want me to be able to access those files, and one would assume, especially if it's only a dev site, um, I can push it all back up, and
Yeah,
bring it down.
it depends on what the situation is. So,
Can you have two people, like, for example, is there check-in, check-out, or any of that, or not?
um,
There probably is intelligence for that.
yeah, these days you would probably find that would be in a if you're doing collaborative thing.
You'd go via Git.
No, there is a feature. Um,
Because it's put it this way, Dreamweaver has it. It just didn't do it eloquently. I don't fully
there's
understand
a where is it?
version control.
No. No, there's a feature it's called.
There's Git. There's obviously here's Git.
Yeah, well, Git would be one place if you're working
Yeah,
collaboratively.
collaboratively. Yeah.
But then you get the whole got to understand
Oh, I
Git.
know. I know.
which may be overkill for what you want. But if you
It
want,
is.
basically both want to be working, say, on the same project, but you're working in different files, so you want to see
Yeah.
what you're doing, and you can see what they're doing, and then
Or I could work on a file and that means you can't edit it, for example,
yeah,
because you know it's checked out. That's all I was kind of looking for,
yeah.
checking.
No, you'd have to look into it. There's
Hmm.
whether you can work like remotely, so you could use this to work on your so it's an SSH connection, for example,
Mm.
to the actual live site. Or
Yeah.
so you set up a test version of the website up on a host, and then you both use SSH to reach. And so you would use your SSH connection. So to you, you'd still just use Storm like you're using now, but you would be actually changing the files on the remote machine rather than on your local.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
would
That
be
would
like,
be
but there
good.
is, I'm sure it was, there's a, I'm not sure now. It's either GitHub has it or PHP Storm has it, but there's a code with me type of function.
Okay.
And I can't see any settings for it. Might have been a plugin or something. Can't remember tools.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah,
that's just sort of me going like, oh, cool. Would it be able to do that? Because I know with Patrick and I, we were working on a couple of things, and it was awkward with Dreamweaver, you know?
yeah. No, you'd want it so that you can.
You can see if someone's got that file because you won't be able to, PHP would hopefully identify, no, that file's actually being edited at the moment.
Um, Not sure. It may do it. As I said, I could see how it would work if you're both working on the same website, but you're not working in the same files.
Mm.
Where you could both be connected to it and be changing the files. What would happen if you changed something and he changed something at the same time in the same file? Whether that would be reflected on your session.
Yes.
Um, I know it, like, 'cause I still use Notepad plus plus for a few things. That's just
Oh,
a
yeah,
quick thing.
Code with Me is a feature. Code with Me is a feature in PHP Storm and other JetBrains IDEs and enables real-time collaboration, coding, and debugging. It allows you to share your project with others, enabling simultaneous editing, code navigation, and even debugging. And guests can join our session.
Yeah, so you probably find there's some sort of sharing
Yeah,
that's
but
going
that's just really cool to know it's there. Not that I need it right now, but
to,
probably interesting for all of us on some level,
yeah,
where collaboration is possible.
yeah.
Um,
It's something we could probably look at for another session and just,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I didn't expect to do it today because we haven't even got a connection to the server at this point. We have to get that one first. But
yeah,
just interesting to see its
yeah,
holistic landscape, if you like, just to know what it's capable of.
yeah. I think just it's enough for you to do what you're doing now,
Yeah, it is. It's really
um,
good.
and just have a bit of a play, and
I
you'll
know it
look,
probably seems very, very minor to you, but it's like this is actually a massive help for me. If you knew how I'd been working with Dreamweaver. If I had a space in Dreamweaver and it didn't like it, it wouldn't compile.
I look at that structure that's sitting there, and this is what you can fiddle around with in uh,
Yeah,
your templating for your tools or whatever. But that line 8, that should be indented.
yeah, that should be. That's come from Dreamweaver, obviously, but yeah, that should be.
Yeah. But
And that one should
you
be.
find it will do a lot of auto correcting of that. So if
That
you,
should be fixed. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, that's way more mine because now I can see where its beginning and end is, which in Dreamweaver you don't get that.
no, no. So
No, that's really cool.
Yeah, and you'll find if you want to change your file name, it's not as simple as it sounds. But
Right.
yeah, so if you want to change that, you have to right click on it or shift
Yeah.
six, and then you can do a rename or you can do a refact. So if you change that, it would then go because those other two boxes are ticked. It would
It's
go and look for the word footer and any references to that footer.less file and
yeah.
change them. So in your import um, thingo file, that would then change it. So if you wanted to rename footer.less to hand.less, then
Yeah.
it would actually look through all the files and try and recognize all the references and change them as well. So it's not just changing the file, it's changing
Everything.
else out there.
And that's the difference between rename and refactor, which is the one I just, yeah,
Um,
refactor it. Yeah.
yeah, it's so, and you get to see the preview. So just see the
Do you want
preview.
me to do it? Do you want me to do it or oops?
Yeah, change that to hand or whatever.
Yeah, I'll do
You
hand.
see
Just
the preview.
that's
So click on preview down the bottom. Yeah. So this tells you over there on the bottom left, it tells you all the files it found, and you can then include or exclude them. So if you recognize, oh, I don't want it to make that change there, it's not related to what I'm doing, you can actually exclude the files or not include the files. And then once you've sorted out which ones you want in and out of the um
how do you
uh
exclude it?
I think if you right click on it on the individual line, so
Oh, I see.
if you
Yeah.
click on that,
Ah, okay.
so then when you do the refactor, it will ignore that one. It won't actually change that.
Yeah.
So um
Can't imagine why I'd do it with that one, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
so you
And
can
then if I want to escape that, and not proceed,
so it's sort of like doing a find all
yeah,
or
and
replace.
allowing you to see it, yeah.
Yeah,
So I can just cancel, yeah.
yeah. So there's lots of little tricks and things like that. And the
That'll
other
be good to get my head around more of, though. That's
yeah,
good.
up on the top line, that menu you've got there, edit,
Boop,
uh,
boop.
next to file, up on the top left corner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can fiddle around there. There's a few tools, like I use the sort lines ones a lot. If you want to toggle the case, duplicate a line, I
Oh,
like
what did that just file sort? So it turned it all around. Oh dear, how do I undo that?
Control Z.
I'm like, oh no, that was not good.
So you could got that under edit. You'll see there's also a undo typing and a redo typing.
Oh, okay, 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 yeah,
So
yeah. Undo sort lines, yeah.
that's control, or to me, it's control Z. It's whatever it is on your.
Yeah, it's Command and Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. My head translates that quite well.
Okay. Now, if you highlight line four, three, just put your cursor on line three anywhere, and then Control D or whatever your.
Duplicate.
Yeah. So it just duplicates the line. If you select the block of it and Control D, you'll duplicate the block.
So if I want that,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, that was a bit clumsy, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I use that a lot.
Yeah, no, that's handy because I do copy paste quite a bit when I'm doing stuff, but I will actually, now that I'm seeing
Now,
this,
now if you control Z from there, you can put it all back to the way it was.
I might change all these. How does it work with, do you need to close that doesn't need the star on the end, does it? So, and then that,
That's the rules of CSS.
yeah, so is that,
It just depends. Yeah, if you do it that way with the
yeah.
double slash, you're not closing it. So double slash is good for one line.
Mm.
Slash asterisk is multiple lines.
Yeah, so that was why I probably why it just for me it was easier because I knew it was my heading. yeah, as well.
Yeah, so that one you could get rid of the one at the end of the top line there, at the end of line one,
Oh, yeah.
and yeah, I think that works.
Mm.
I'm not sure actually. I think you can have double. Oh,
It hasn't complained when I've had the closing. It didn't
I'm used to working with PHP, and it's got double asterisks.
rules around things. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you can go double asterisks?
Yeah, well, that's PHP. I'm not sure about CSS. So double asterisk slash double asterisk at the start and slash double asterisk at the end, and
Oh, okay. No, CSS is just the one. Yeah, I think. Pretty sure that's how I do it. I
um,
didn't know that about PHP because I've never been able to tag it out properly. I've always used arid for exclamation mark slash, dash dash and then
that's HTML. I think it's
yeah, yeah. I've never been able to tag out PHP. So it's forward slash double star, same as this.
it's pretty much the same syntax as you got with CSS. We've got
Yeah, but just two asterisks is
uh,
cool.
the double
There'd
slash
be
double.
benef that would make it stand out more with the doubles.
Show you.
Do you want me to stop sharing?
Just
Terry, do you want me to stop sharing? Oh, you
yeah,
message.
you just see
Okay.
there where it's a double slash
Oh,
double
yeah.
dot, single asterisk through each line, and then
Yeah.
single slash,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
and that just finishes it off. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, they're similar.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
But
Nathan's were really different and he had uppercase, lowercase, and a few mixed in things, whereas I just like uniformity. So as long as I'm doing what I'm doing on all my files, I'm good. Um,
yeah.